One flight, 45 people on board. A crash that would become one of the most horrifying survival stories in human history. October 13, 1972. A Uruguayan Air Force plane carrying a rugby team clips a mountain peak. The tail rips off mid-air. The rest of the fuselage crashes into the Andes and slides like a sled, until it finally stops. Of the 45 people on board, 33 survived the crash. But survival was only the beginning of the nightmare. That night, the temperature drops to minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit. They sleep inside the wreckage, packed together. By morning, 5 are dead. They search luggage for food, find candy bars, a jar of jam, and a can of mussels. That's all they have. A working radio gives hope. They hear that search teams are looking. But after 8 days, the news cuts in. Search efforts have been called off. All passengers are presumed dead. No rescue, no food, no hope. Until one voice, Roberto, asks, "What if we eat the dead?" On day 17, a massive avalanche slams the wreckage. 8 more die instantly. The rest are trapped for 3 days under snow. 1 month later, only 19 remain. The food, what little is left, is human flesh. The grief is constant. After 60 days, Roberto Canessa says enough is enough. He and 2 others climb out to find help. No gear, no compass, waist-deep snow. After 3 days, one turns back. Roberto and Nando continue for a week. Then finally, a river, a cow, and then they spot a couple of local ranchers on horseback, and one of the ranchers had heard about the plane crash because at this point the story had been all over the news and that rancher doesn't have a phone. He lives in the middle of nowhere, but he gets on his horse and he rides 10 hours to the nearest town to go get help. On December 20th, 72 days after the crash, the world learns the truth. 16 survived. They ate the dead. They endured the impossible. This story became books, documentaries, and films. But to Roberto and the others, it's not entertainment. It's memory, trauma, and the triumph of sheer human will. Like, subscribe, and watch more real stories of survival and the human spirit.